what I wanted to say, the one thing that we forgot um, for the previous years that I wanted to touch on quickly, or maybe we could touch on for a bit, is the mock trial in grade 11.
Oh yeah. Well, we had a pretty standard one, except I didn't know how the law proceedings go, but it was nothing compared to the other law class. Let's say that.
Well, no, people were crying in the other one, but you don't remember what you like, because you were
I was
the
the
defense.
prosecutor. What was it? Oh no, yeah, I was
No,
defense. I was
Matt
defense.
was prosecutor because the witness said they could see in the dark, and then I remember you going, "Can you see in the dark? Can you see in the dark?" I was dying, bro.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, even the teacher was like, you could have said this instead, like when he was questioning you, and all you kept saying is, "Yes, I can see in the
See in the
dark." Like
dark.
that's not how sight works. Like what?
Or is it though? Because I feel like I can see in the dark a bit, not
No,
like
but
fully.
no, but that's because there's a little bit of light. And what Mr. Carr had said was you probably should have said my eyes adjusted to the dark, not I can
Yeah,
fully
yeah,
see
yeah,
in the
yeah,
dark.
see it in the
That's
dark. Yes, 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 yes. Exactly, exactly,
because then if
exactly.
you said that, I'd been like, oh, okay, then you did see in the dark. But you're saying you could see as soon as it was dark, you could see. It was like, I don't know, man. But regardless, our trial was definitely better than the other one. There was a lot of madness going on in the other class, so not.
I just remember that someone ended up crying, and that's all I remember hearing from the other one. Like ours
Yeah, there
ran,
was a
yeah.
guest or a surprise witness.
What?
Someone cried, and yeah,
A
it was
surprise
bizarre.
witness? We didn't have a surprise witness. I almost got in trouble because I don't even remember what I was, but I had to tell everybody to rise for the judge, and then I swore everybody in. But I can't remember what my thing was called. But I think I forgot to do it at the beginning. I almost got in trouble. But Carl was like, Mr. Carl was like, you didn't do the one thing. What are the most important things at the beginning? Like, oh yeah.
Oh man.
Then we had to start over a bit. I was like, okay, oops. Oh shoot, I gotta
Yeah,
silence my watch.
that's fine.
But
Don't worry about it. Yeah,
yeah.
high school was weird. I think maybe in like grade 11 and 12, I think I just got a lot more confidence in just talking and being more out there. But yeah, it was grade
Well,
11
yeah,
and 12
you
was I probably fun, like the most fun I've had in school, and then
yeah.
university. And it was just
Well, yeah, that's what we're gonna talk about that a lot. But I think one thing is also to just like because we have like the different socials and everything, so like Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. We're on the TikTok, the Tiggy, you don't stop. Yes, we're on there too. Where we have the not to bring it up for the third podcast of the row, but we have the oatmeal raisin because that poll is still going. So please, sensible people, vote that oatmeal raisin is trash. I'm just gonna leave it there.
still going. Like, when are you gonna end it? When
I honestly, because like I know we have the TikTok and I'm doing it and everything, but I still don't fully understand how it works.
yeah,
Uploading like there's all these editing features and everything. It's so advanced. I'm like, these kids are smart,
yeah,
bro.
it's it's very like there's a lot you can do, and I've seen some of the
Yeah,
videos. I'm like, wow, that's impressive.
yeah. I gotta really sit there and play with it a bit. Because like I feel like Vine, not that it's not user friendly. I feel like it is really very user friendly, but there's a lot you could do with it. Like a lot you could do with TikTok. I think Vine, well, I guess because of the time, it like that one was more straightforward to me. I guess.
Yeah, Vine made more sense. Like, it was a
Yeah.
standard 6 seconds, so you don't have to like sit and wait for a video to like see if it's gonna actually do anything. Because I think there's a
Yeah.
lot of troll videos on TikTok where it's like, first of all, there's a lot of loops, and you're like, is this like gonna do anything, or like is it just a troll? With Vine, it was like, okay, it's 6 seconds. It's been way more than 6 seconds. It's over. It's done.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. There were some really good vines too. I think I
yeah.
only uploaded like one and then just reposted others that I liked, but that was it. Vine. And then also, yeah, just before we get into the nitty gritty, what was that? What was that from again?
So what?
The guy said the nitty gritty. That game show. Did that stop? That game show that was daily where you could win money, and there used to be like a million viewers, and then it kind of fell off.
Oh,
Um,
HQ, wasn't it, or something like that?
HQ. Yeah. He said it's time for the nitty gritty. It's time to the whatever else he said. I remember all that stuff. I used to play. Never won no monies from that game, but I just wanted to go off on what happened to me with Honda, where they tried to offer me a goddamn. So I got an email about 2 weeks ago, and they were like, "Hey, we wanna offer you a 2021." I'm sitting there going like, I'm not looking for a car, but I was having like my car was dead for a bit, and it's fine now. But I was having issues, so then I guess my brain kind of went, oh, maybe I should just hop into a new one, right?
Yeah.
And so I got the email, and then like I just kind of like looked at it, and I wasn't thinking about it, and then because my schedule shifts, and I'm off Sunday, Monday, so I was like, okay, Monday I'll give them a call. The Monday that just passed, and I didn't even want to go in. I just wanted to talk and see like what they were gonna try to offer me. So I call in. They're like, "Hey, can you come in?" And my brain just went, oh, "Okay, fine, whatever." So I go in, and I got to drive the 2021 EX. And now for like just test drives, they just let you go by yourself. Because the person was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna set you up for a test drive," and then gives me the key. I'm like, "Are you coming with me?" Like, "No, just take it a go." And I go, "You don't tell me how long to go. You don't tell me where to go." So I'm because I know I'm a Boy Scout and a goody good. I'm sitting there like I can't. I'm even more worried now because I'm like I can't do anything. I can't peel off. I can't go crazy. I'm going down to Pickering Town Center, turning around in the parking lot, coming back, and that's it. And I liked the car. I liked how it felt and everything. It was a nice drive. So it started with the pricing was 187.50 biweekly. He goes, I could bring it down to 182, but I'm going to talk to my manager and try to bring it down to 180. I go, okay, cool. He goes, but like if I bring it down to 180, do I have your business? I'm like, I'm not impulse buying a car. So you could keep asking me that
Yeah.
question. I'm still gonna say I'm gonna think about it. So he goes off, comes back with the paperwork because I called my dad when he went to talk with his manager, and I called my dad and I'm just talking through it, the pricing and everything, just to get like what he thought about it and everything. And then the
Yeah.
guy comes back, and my eye went immediately to the pricing thing, and it's showing 195 now. I go, oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm like, how is it now
Yeah.
higher from where it started? It's now at 195. And he goes, well, there's this accident thing and this is tire thing and blah 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 blah. And I go, what? And he goes, but I could take that away. So I'm like, wait, you're gonna take away features from me to then get the pricing down to where you said you were gonna have it before? And then also was like, oh, because I wanted it in black. And he goes, there's a painting fee. And I go, what? You're painting the car? You said you had it in black. Like, why is there a painting fee? He goes, oh no, for any other color except gray, there's a painting fee. I'm like, leave with that, bro. What are we doing?
Damn.
So he goes, oh yeah, it's 195, and then now I could bring it down to 185. And I just said, I'm gonna think about it. And I got up and left. That was it. I'm like, I'm not getting a car because I'm not gonna get a car to sit in the garage right now. That's all my car's doing.
Yeah. Yeah, my parents were looking for a car and it was completely different experience, I guess. The test drive, there was someone with us.
Ah,
Then they guided us, Uh and then I guess my parents kind of made the ultimatum, like get me this price and we'll buy it. And but they couldn't get it, so
yeah.
it is what it is. But yeah, I don't know, man. They're just trying to get you in, and then hopefully you do that impulse. They're just hoping your impulse is strong enough, to drop the right amount of money.
And this was saying, but like the thing was, hey, we're trying to get rid of these 2021 cars. So it's like the end of the month, they're just trying to get rid of them, right? So I'm like, if you're trying to get rid of them, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna wait till you drop more. Like, what do you? You're trying to get rid of them. I don't want a car. You called me. I didn't come here asking for
Yeah.
a car. You called me. I'm not in the need of a car right now. So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, you could do 180. I'm paying 136 bi-weekly right now. I'm not gonna jump up that much. I was like 150. I was gonna jump up max, and I was just like, that was
Yeah,
it's
it's quite a
ridiculous.
lot. Yeah. Eh, oh, you still have your car, right? Did you end up going back to get your key, or
No, I still got to
you
do
s-
that.
damn?
I'm gonna do it tomorrow after I get my haircut. Probably. I can't wait to get my
Oh
haircut, bro.
yeah, dude. I
I
was
can't.
gonna say, things opened up. You're looking forward to that haircut. You have an
Oh,
appointment, or you just walking in?
I don't know what I'm allowed to say for the government's always watching, but I'm just walking in. I'm not gonna tell my hair place.
Yeah.
They're great. My barber is
No,
lit
no. I
and
think you can
everything.
still walk in because I mean,
Oh, I thought they're all
it's-
like, oh, you gotta do this appointment thing or blah 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 blah
I
blah. But
feel
no,
like
I'm just
it's
walking in.
like if they're available, that's the
Ah, okay.
problem, right? Yeah.
Well, no, no,
Well,
I
good
think
luck.
yeah, because I'm going. I plan to go like in the morning on Monday. Like
Oh, true.
it's just like nobody's gonna be
Okay.
there, so I'm just gonna waltz in. See my barber that I
Okay.
haven't seen since March, man. It's crazy.
Damn.
And I don't cheat. That's why I look like this right now. I don't cheat on my barber, so I look nuts.
All right. Damn. I'll censor that out for you in the video.
Damn, was that bad, Ricky? Jeez.
No. I just don't want you to expose yourself. You know.
I don't care. I was talking about my bowel movements last episode. I don't care. I don't care anymore. I'll probably say some crazy stuff today too. Who knows? Whatever I'm feeling. Well, this is another episode of On the Ledge with Dante and Ricky. I'm Dante.
And I'm Ricky.
And
So
today, oh,
yeah,
you go. No, you go. You go.
yeah. Today we're talking about. Well, we're just doing the second part of how we met. So what
Mhm.
we realized was after high school, we went to different schools, and
Yeah.
I think we kind of just fell off. We just didn't stay as connected.
Yeah.
But with this podcast, we reached out and we kind of set this up, and now we've been talking more and more, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just feel like there's a huge gap in our life that we just don't really know each of us did. Like I know you went to school and like where you work, but like the details of it, I feel like we used to
Yeah.
know like a lot of what's going on in our lives, but now it's just like there's like a missing part of our history.
Well, no, that's true. No, no, it's like we weren't strangers, but we definitely weren't as like, and it happens, right? Because
Yeah,
it. When did you move? I'm not gonna say all your
right
information for
after,
people to know. Right
right
after
after
high school,
high
right?
school. Yeah,
Yeah. So then there was a little bit of distance. Like we still saw each other, but there was a
yeah.
little bit of
It almost
distance.
felt like it was like a biannual
Yeah.
get-togethers, like once in the summer, once around like the holidays, and then yeah, it was like a scheduled thing. You allocate a day there, and we come. Actually, in first year, I came back quite a bit. We would visit like the high school teachers, but then I think
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
first year, I just it was too much
Yeah.
to go back, and it just felt like I didn't belong there anymore. So it was like, even if I wanted to see the old teachers, it was just like, I'm
Well,
gonna
like
not.
yeah, a few of the later, because we went back quite a few times, right? A few of the later times, you started to notice the changes, and it's just like, yay, like maybe some of the teachers that were there weren't there anymore, and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So it's just like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's fair.
It's like things change, right? It's just like, oh yeah, it's not the same. Our ledge is still there. I think.
Yeah,
I think it would still be there
hopefully,
tomorrow.
guy and destroy the whole building.
You never know. Things change. They could have been like, we're gonna move this wall for something, because that was like the
Oh
wall
yeah, they could put like
for the
something to display there, I guess.
yeah, like they could put stuff there or something. You never know.
Yeah,
Get
that's
rid of
true.
our ledge. Whoever's sitting there better be like treating it right. Like it's our ledge. Like that's we were there. It's ours, man. Like, what if we went back? Like, what if we went back? Like, right now, whatever the school stuff opens up, like, back up, and we're just like, and some kids were sitting there, but they knew to move. Like somehow they just inherently knew to, like, instinctually knew to move. Like when we come up, it's like, hey, move the way.
Well, I would think they would move because we're adults and they don't
It's
know
true.
who we are.
Well,
It's
you're tall though. I'm still like I still look like I could be in high school with the beard. I'm still there
oh
all their
yeah.
heights. The kids are taller than me and stuff.
No, some kids are pretty tall, man.
They're
I
tall and
think I
crazy.
would. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, so like after high school, like I
Mhm.
said, we went to different schools. I moved away. not that far away, but I moved to Vaughan, so there
Hmm.
was definitely a huge distance between us, and we didn't really get a chance to really like hang out as much. We would always catch up, but
Yeah,
that you can only say and do so much, and But I
in the
feel
time
like
allotted. Yeah,
after, yeah, I think after second year, it just felt like we really didn't hang out at all as much. I know I slept over at
yeah,
Samir's house one time. I don't remember what year. But around the holidays, I stayed over at his house,
yeah.
just to hang out. But after, I think that was in first year too. So, and then after that, it was just didn't really do anything.
You know what?
Um,
And I know what I'm noticing too, because that's the thing that I'm still working on to this day. Is I think we were talking about that too. Is like I'm really bad at reaching out, like really
yeah,
terrible at it. Like I'll wait for somebody to reach out to me. It's not like I'm like I. It's not that I'm upset or anything like that. It's just like I don't do the whole like I'm terrible at it. I'm trying to work on it. Like where it's not always somebody
yeah.
coming to be like, hey, to catch up and everything. I want it to be where I'm doing it. Because I guess some part of me is like uh maybe I don't want to be a bother to the person, but I know that's not the case, right? Like you
Yeah.
shouldn't think about it that way. And then the other stuff, because like one of the big things that happened in between that time between because that's a big life change for me between high school and university because it's when my parents separated, right? So that part of it there is where I started shifting as a person because like before that whole thing, I know I was more extroverted. So I'd be like more out there talking to people, like even if it was people I didn't know, I'd be more comfortable. And then
Hmm.
when that happened, because I don't think I've ever said this out loud, I've always thought it, but when that thing happened, the way I tried to treat it was do you remember the Weekenders? The show The Weekenders on Disney?
Yeah, but I don't know what you're gonna refer to right now.
I'm gonna explain it. So there was this episode where Tino was kind of he was getting upset. There was something that was happening, and I feel like a lot of bad stuff was happening. So he said instead of trying to react with it, he wasn't going to show emotion. So he was just going to kind
Oh,
of like go like that. And
yeah.
for whatever reason, because like obviously when your parents separate, it's not out of nowhere, right? So like stuff was happening. So like it gets to that point, right? So when that happened, for whatever reason, I linked to that and that episode and was really in my head. So what I tried to do was kind of shell off. So I wasn't gonna be like upset or like sad or anything like that. The one thing that happened though was I would get like I would be angry, like quicker to anger, like a lot quicker. So I guess that
Okay.
was the effects of it. But all that to say is that like when that happened too, it was where I was kind of like shelling off. So being more in like introverted because I didn't want to. I don't know. I don't know. I'm really guarded with my feelings, and it's something that I'm trying to work on too to be okay with expressing them. But yeah, I think that's what
Yeah.
is part of it for me. But like it's still something I'm working on to this day, where I'm trying to be better with reaching out to people. But like definitely during those years, it was where we were hanging out a lot less, and it's probably where we would start to hang out a little bit more, but even not as frequently after uni finished, right?
Yeah. No, I think so. In Okay, so so to relate to your point, I'm really bad at reaching out too.
Hmm.
So I think it was kind of like it wasn't really your fault. It was also my fault because um over the years what I've learned is it's a two-way street. They can
Hmm.
reach out, I can reach out.
Right, right,
So
right.
like it's if you're not reaching out and they're not reaching out, it's kind of who how are you gonna know, right?
Exactly,
I also
exactly. Yeah.
but one of the things I kind of learned and I like you, I'm still trying to learn how to be better at it. um, it's just like we're in the age of instant messaging, but you can't expect a message to come instantly, I guess. Like you can't get a
Yes.
response.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
a message could sit there for days and they could come
Yeah.
get back to you. So I think with that mindset, I don't ever try to think that I'm a bother anymore because
Hmm.
they can check it whenever they have time. They can respond
Yeah.
whenever they have time. It's on their own time. I'm just doing my part to kind of say, hey, I'm checking up on you. How are you? Whatever, right? Um, I lost my point.
Well, we're both bad at like reaching out.
Yeah.
Um, the like people could respond on their own time. You don't need an instant message.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh no,
yeah.
I was gonna relate back to something else, or not relate, but kind of bring up another point where I think after we kind of obviously going to new schools, we met other people. We kind of
Hmm.
formed other friends outside of
Right.
our high
Right.
school friends, so we started hanging out with more them more.
Yeah.
Um, I think because they're at the same school, it's just easier, more convenient to hang out with them, especially because again, we're pretty far drive, like 45-minute distance
Sure. Yeah.
or
Exactly.
45-minute drive. So it's not feasible for us to come visit like every weekend, you know. It's I think
Yeah.
now that we have this podcast, I'd actually be more I'd be okay with making the drive because we're gonna have like something to do,
Yeah.
to record, or maybe even just make a video because it's better in person. Something like
Yeah.
this digital thing is good, but you know, I feel
The,
like
like
in
the
person
energy
it's
would.
just
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, over the years it's just been like we made other friends and you know, we've hung out with them a lot more. But I think that's fine. I feel like it's
Yeah.
not like I feel like you're replacing me or I'm replacing you, you know?
Exactly, exactly. It's what happens, right? Because like a lot of the, I think they say, like when you're younger, your friends, it's not really some. Well, I guess it is still people that you're picking, but it's proximity, right? You're friends with these people because you're close. So like if whether it's like people on your street or like because when you're a kid, you can't get up and go and drive to whoever you want to see, right? So it's just like you're locked down to your proximity, right?
Mhm.
So like now though, us being adults, we both have like cars and everything and means to travel. So now it would be easier. But the other thing I was just gonna say, like when you were mentioning that stuff too, is like it wouldn't have been feasible for us to come back and forth, but whenever it was, like it would have to be like an event, right? Where we would plan out
Yeah.
like a whole day, which was nice too. But like it would have to be like it was basically a big event to then hang out and everything, right? So we would plan like, oh, let's do this, and this. So then we're not like wasting the day or anything, or meet at a certain time and all that stuff too.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like it would be like, okay, finally seeing each other again. Let's do something to make it memorable. I think the
Yes.
last time we met in person, we went at Parkour Place.
No,
Remember there was a
the
before COVID. Obviously, like we went out and dinner, but like the last time we went and did something kind of grand per
oh,
se.
I see what you're saying. Sorry.
Yeah, like rather
Yeah,
than just because like we were pretty limited with the pandemic and the
yeah,
lockdowns, but
yeah,
right before that we went to that parkour place. Do you remember that, the ball pit and all that stuff? And
Of course,
that's
I love that
yeah,
place.
man,
We
I
gotta
love
go
that place.
again because
I want to go again.
that
Yeah.
was lit. Because I have to redeem myself on the. I'm not. Well, I can't do it right now. The salmon ladder. I gotta redeem myself.
Oh yeah.
I really like that. You don't know how like it hurt my ego when I couldn't just do it. When my brain was like, "Oh, that's way harder than I thought it would be." So I was just like, "That's what she said." But that's like, sorry. I was like, my brain was like, "Don't." There was two sides. There was like, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it. I say it, say it. But yeah, I want to redeem myself on that. But that place was like fun, and it was like
It
for the
wasn't
amount of stuff we got
expensive.
to. No, it
Yeah, it
wasn't
wasn't.
expensive. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, for like the amount of money we paid for, it was like I feel like they were charging. Well, I don't know. Let me even say that because then they'll have ideas to raise the price. But like, like we got our money's worth there, man. It was
Yeah, it was
lit. There
good
was
value. Like I think
yeah,
because I'm definitely not someone who's I'm not as athletic as you are. I think in terms of like being able to carry myself, but I had fun. Like I can't even do the salmon ladder. I can't do any of that stuff. I can't really pull
mm,
myself up. So I can swing, but that's about it. But I had fun. And
no, I had a lot of fun.
you try
That
it
like
out. You get tired. You do the tricycle thing. That was fun.
the tri- the tricycle race was jokes, man. Because there was like those little like curves that you could like roll over. My brother actually ended up going like because I told him about it, and I think he saw a video. I showed him the videos and stuff, so he ended up going after as well too. But like, and he really enjoyed it too. But like, yeah, that place was so much fun. And then we went to after that we went to what's the restaurant? It's not
We
Jack
wanted to go
Astor's.
Cheesecake Factory, no?
Yeah,
At Yorkdale, but God, that was we went what we went like Thanksgiving or we went right before no, I remember. It was like Labor Day or something.
Oh yeah,
Um
it was the week before school would start or
yeah,
something. The
and
weekend or
there was like
yeah.
a 2 hour wait or something like that.
No, it was 3 hour. So, but remember this? We
Oh
went
yeah, yeah,
there
yeah.
because the place was packed. Like I still haven't been to Cheesecake Factory. Like we would probably have to book now to get like a Cheesecake Factory where we want to go. But like we went, place is packed, and they took our name, but they said, "Hey, we're gonna give you the thing. We're gonna call you to get a beeper." It wasn't even gonna like we're gonna call you in maybe like 2 hours to be seated. It was 2 hours to get a beeper to then wait a little bit more to then be seated. It was
Yeah.
so insane. And
I
they like,
remember
yeah, go.
we said that we could drive to Buffalo, the Buffalo Cheesecake Factory, and still get in before we would get a spot at the one at Yorkdale. I was like, damn, okay, but it's not worth it. But we're
We,
definitely gonna go because we I think like you said, you've never went,
yeah,
Samir's never gone, so we were like,
yeah.
we'll go one day,
One day
when
to
you guys are
Cheesecake
all
Factory.
free. Yeah.
Because like also too, it was just like we ended up eating at another restaurant that also told us we may have to wait, but they snuck us in, right? Like they snuck us in before
I can't
another person's
remember.
reservation. Like we had to get out at a certain time.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
We went to Joey's, right? Was it?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I couldn't
And
remember the
we ate
restaurant
so
name.
fast and
And then they didn't even kick us out at the time they were going to tell us to kick us out. They were cool about it. Like I don't even think the reservation showed up
yeah,
that they were
maybe.
going.
I don't remember why, but we got to eat at least that day, man. We didn't get to eat
Yeah,
what we wanted, but we got to eat.
yeah, but then you got the call after we finished eating. Like they called us after we finished eating to be like, oh hey, we could give you the beeper now. Like Cheesecake
Oh
Factory. That's
yeah.
how long it was. It was insane.
Yeah. If you thought COVID lines were bad, wait till you go to Cheesecake
Cheesecake
Factory
Factory, man.
without COVID.
Fam, if we go and it's like, and I'm like, about it, I'm gonna be so cheesed. It sounds like it's the best thing in the world. Everybody's like, it's the best place ever.
It's not bad, but it's not like amazing. It's definitely not bad though. I think it's one of the
Mm.
better restaurants around.
Oh yeah, I'm
But
so
yeah, oh,
limited.
so
Yeah.
okay. While we're on the topic of wait times, I had to call in to make a change to my parents' flight. So they're going to Vancouver and they wanted to make some date changes.
Hmm.
So I called WestJet and so I've been in wait like I've been on like hold for like 2 hours with the CRA. So when they told me that the wait time was 12 hours, I was like, who the hell is waiting for this?
And they didn't
So
offer a callback?
no, they have a callback, but if you were brave enough, you could stay on the line for 12 hours to talk to the next agent. And I was like, who's doing that? Like, just tell me there's callback. Just don't even bother. Oh man, I've never heard of a wait time that long.
No,
Like
never in
even
my life.
that's yeah, that's you're brave enough to even just tell me it's 12 hours. Just tell me there's no there's no agent. Just to give me a callback option. Damn.
I
And the
find some
callback
people
option, the earliest was a week later. I was like, what the fuck, man?
I find like some people will just leave their phone on, right? And put it on speaker, but then they'll fall asleep.
Yeah, they'll forget, and the person's gonna be like, hello? And you're
Hello? And
like,
then you get hung
oh
up on it, and
crap.
then you get more back because it's just like, wait, the fool's not even there anymore. Oh my god. Oh, 12 hours?
Yeah, I was pretty surprised. I was like, damn. I can't believe some people actually wait for that though. Like,
You'd
what
be
do
surprised.
you
Some
just
people are just determined,
yeah.
man.
I
I
called in
heard,
at
yeah.
4. So that means
Oh.
you would get a call back at 4 a.m. You get an
Oh.
agent at 4 a.m. Like who's holding for that?
Ooh.
Yeah,
But
that's weird.
I hear Vancouver is like beautiful, like all over BC, because it's basically like
Yeah.
their
Yeah,
temperature is a
I'm
lot better
going
too.
in
Oh, you're
October
going?
too.
Okay.
Yeah. So my parents are so my sister's moving there.
Oh wow,
And
nice.
yeah, so my sister's moving there for school and then my parents and I are just gonna go visit. But we're not gonna really just visit, we're just doing everything we can in Vancouver.
Oh, okay, nice.
But yeah, it's gonna be fun. Hopefully COVID is not gone, but like hopefully like it's died down a little bit because I don't think it'll be gone by the end of
No.
this year.
I don't think
It'll
it's gonna be
linger.
gone, period, anymore. I think it's gonna be a thing we deal with like the flu season, but maybe
Yeah.
a little bit different. I don't think it's ever gonna be fully gone. Like, which sucks. Like it's gonna be a thing forever. But yeah, no, Vancouver sounds nice, man. I always hear how nice it is. That's where they shoot all the like they shot Smallville there. They shoot all the Arrowverse shows there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of shooting there. I think they shot part of X-Men, the X-Men movies
I know
there.
Riverdale is there too.
Yeah, like basically CW uses that.
Oh, okay.
They use there a lot for the different shows. Yeah, because Smallville was CW for the later seasons because it was on W. Why do I know all this
Oh,
stuff?
you
Words in my
love
head.
Smallville, man. That's why.
Hey, it's coming back too. It's
Said you
coming
love
back. But
Smallville and you're getting mad. What the
no,
hell?
no, 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 no. Well, I don't know. I don't know what that reaction was, but I don't know what my brain did. But no, it's coming back. They said they're working on like a like doing an animated series, but also though, yeah, because I know we're not celebrity focused, but the girl who played Chloe on the show,
Oh
she
yeah,
was,
I heard there's
yeah,
some, but I
involved in
don't
that
remember what
Nixium stuff.
happened.
So she was involved in this like cult called Nixium or whatever. So they got like a bunch of like people got involved with it, but apparently like I because I was the guy I one of the people I met who played Lex, he has a podcast and he interviewed one of the people that was in the cult like that got taken advantage of, and she was
Okay.
explaining it. So like this head guy, they had them working, and I forget what it was specifically what they did, but part of it too was him taking advantage of the women and like sleeping with them and everything. And then they would also like the thing you do the cattle um with the heat. What's it
Brandon?
called?
Is that what
Prodding or whatever it is.
branding isn't? Isn't
Branding
that
them.
it?
Yes, yeah, yeah. So apparently they would brand the people too. So the girl from Smallville, Allison Mack, she was involved with it, but she got like to the head of it. So she was doing the branding stuff too, and then she just got like three
Oh.
years in jail, I think, or whatever. I was just
So is
like,
it safe to say she's not coming back on the show?
yes, Ricky. I think because when Tom Welling did the announcement, he's like, yeah, we're going to try to get most of the actors as possible. I'm like, yeah, most, not everybody, not everybody's coming back, man. Not everybody. But it was just like when I heard that whole thing happen, I was like, what? Not Chloe, but
Yeah, just just some Area 51 shit, you know. It's
some
like that
nasty.
level of stuff, you know, that level.
It is that level. It's weird,
Yeah.
man. Some yeah, celebrities are into weird stuff allegedly most of the time. Some of the time, stuff.
Yeah.
How did we Smallville? Oh, that's how we got here. We talking
Although,
about
yeah.
Smallville, and then Vancouver. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's how we. I always like to find how you got to the tangent or off the ledge.
Yeah.
But hey, maybe we'll go back here. So like, because obviously we separated. We have like first year, second year. But how was the? Because you were kind of talking about that a little bit. But how was the university experience for you?
School wise was miserable, I would
Mm,
say. I think it was because I had such a hard time interacting with strangers and just other people
yeah.
that I didn't really like it too much. But if it feels like a lot of this work that they gave us was team based and you had to work.
Uh.
But like the thing is, I met, so unless it was one of the friends that I had already made, it didn't feel like a great interaction half the time.
Mm,
I think that's just mainly on me because everyone else seems to like enjoy that. But yeah, school wise, it was miserable. I think I couldn't find the right way of studying, and I feel like I learned it after university, so it just felt like school was really hard. Like I didn't know what they were expecting. They're giving a lot of work, but the feedback wasn't there, and it's just
mm-hmm.
didn't know how to correct myself. And then I think at one point, and I think I said this earlier too in another podcast, but I had like basically given up. I was looking for the least amount of work, or like the what was the least amount of effort I could put in to get
Yeah.
a successful pass and just get out of there. Um
Yeah.
but yeah, I think some things I excelled at because it was just math and it's just very basic to me. But I feel like there were some classes that actually I really enjoyed. The electives, man, the electives, we
Yeah.
had to choose two electives a year and it freaking sucked. Oh, except one class. One class was really fun. Um, but I took like, so at first it was computer science stuff, and then I kind of got bored of that, and it was also getting very difficult because you had to like take progressively harder classes.
Hmm.
If you stayed with one thing, so I was like, well, I'm gonna do computer science, and then second year I can't remember, but um, fourth year was when it was a lot of fun. I took black music studies. That was the shit, man. It was probably one of the best class. So literally all
Was
you
the
would
teacher
do,
black?
yeah, 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 yeah,
Okay, go. Okay.
yeah. He was cool, man. He was like, so what he would do is you basically go through the decades of music and
Mm,
how kind of like black music influenced it, or like
yeah,
the years of black music and like what they are. So I think we started like early 1900s. I would believe. I don't know. But it got really good because like you just listen to some of the songs that you didn't know were sampled in like current day music.
yeah,
You learned about some of the songs that like, you know, you've heard of them, but you don't know the name because
yeah,
like
yeah.
they're kind of just outside of our time. But yeah, it was fun because like all you would do is listen to music, and you'd have to remember like genre, not genre, is mainly hip hop most of the time, but name, artist, the year it was released, the label. And that's what basically how we got tested. It was just like a listening class. So you listen to it and you're like, oh, this is this, and this is this.
Oh wow.
Uh, the final project was a little bit shady for me because I think it was like find songs that um like reflected black music or something like that. So it was kind of weird,
Like
but
songs that weren't by like black artists that reflected black music.
no,
Is
any
that what it was?
songs.
Oh, any song. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I don't remember what the main relation was, like what song, like how we had to relate to the songs. But I know I used
Mm,
like Eminem on there. I know I used like some Jay-Z and stuff like that, but can't remember. But it was just a little bit weird because I didn't really feel like a proper project almost. It was just like a
mm,
paper talking about um something. I don't remember. But it just didn't feel like I maybe I didn't get a good sense of it, but maybe other people did.
mm,
But I thought the class was fun. Like you literally go there, he explains like the song, the artist, his own personal experience with some of the artists. So that was really cool. Uh, but yeah, aside from that, the other electives at York were like boring as hell.
mm.
Uh, took a math class.
As
It
an
was
elective?
yeah, yeah. It was very basic math. So like my friends had
Wait,
taken
they
it
let
and
you do that?
yeah, so ours was a little bit different where we would just do our core studies, and then you get two electives every year that can't be business related. So you had to do like whatever. Like you could do Japanese, French, a language course. I took some course about law. I don't even know. That was my worst course because it was so boring and it was so much. You need to be participating to get marks. I hate that too. Why do I have to participate? I'm here just just to learn, man. Like I don't
Oh
want to
yeah,
be
I hate the
forced to participate. I
participation stuff.
hate like, oh,
Yeah.
you I was there, but they're not gonna count that. They're gonna say you didn't say anything. Like what do you mean? I was there and I was like I'm listening. I'm just not the type to talk. Why are you forcing me to talk? Like why does my grade have to depend too much on that?
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, university was good. Aside from that, I think I'll talk about the social portions after, but I'll let you kind of give your take on university, I guess, on the
Yeah.
academic side.
Yeah, yeah, like I'm just like as I was listening to you, I'm just like it's so weird how we our lives are parallel for certain things. Because I also wasn't a fan of like the group project stuff unless it was with people I knew. So like I went into university for the I forget what the program was called. It was like a business whatever program. I can't remember what it was, but I my grades weren't high enough in high school. Like there was one math grade that was like it was like a grade under where it should have been. Like I guess it was like a 74 where it should have been a 75. Like advanced functions or something was lower than it should have been. So I didn't get the
Uh,
co-op version of it. I just got the regular version of it. And then if your grades didn't stay at a certain point, then you couldn't continue with the program. So I chose, so that's what happened. And I ended up, I think that's what the reason was. I can't remember actually. And then I ended up doing, what I did was a double major in economics and media studies. Economic stuff I barely remember now. But I remember more of the media studies. I guess I would be using more of the media studies stuff, especially right now. But yeah, I like, so there were certain points where I had to like, if there was an option for like doing it in a group or doing it by yourself, I would do the project by myself. Like I remember one class specifically where I did that. But academic wise, there was a calc class first semester where I was getting whooped, bro. Like I was not getting it. Like there's be certain times that I would get it, and then also too, the funniest thing was, you remember Jalen, right?
Yeah.
Jalen became a genius, bro. I don't know what happened. I felt like, not that he was dumb, but his grades were like, I did better in high school, and then all of a sudden we flipped, and Jalen was just going, just getting it, just going, and I was like dumb. I could have, and that calc class. I remember the final exam. People were crying, bro. People were crying, and I'm like, for most of it, I was just sitting there like, I don't, uh, I don't
Yeah.
know. And I remember like getting my grades at the end. Oh, I don't even think I've said this to my parents because they didn't. I didn't. I was in university. I didn't show them. I was just like, yeah, I'm passing everything. I didn't show them anything. I got a 55 in that calc class, bro. I just passed. I've never gotten a grade that low in my life. And I was sitting there going, yes, because I passed the calc class. And I think I did a little bit better in the second semester one. And then I didn't have to take calc again. Like I got like a C maybe. But like those were like first year, my grades were probably pretty trash. Like they like everything passed, but it was like the highest. There was a few A's, and then like the later years, I got better and better. Like I got better and
Oh,
better with
okay.
it. So it wasn't too bad. But like I think, but that was the other problem too, because later on, I feel like the classes got better and a little bit more interesting, where they got more direct. Because at the beginning,
Yeah,
they're more
yeah.
broad, right? So it's just like, oh, it's all over the place. But when they got like, there was a video game course I ended up getting to take where we played League, and
Oh, I think I remember you telling me about this.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like, I love the course, but we played League, and there was, I'm not even gonna go into detail too much, but there's a person that I don't like that was in the class that was whooping us in League, and I was pissed because I don't like League, and I don't like this person that they're whooping me in League. I didn't like it at all. But yeah, and we did also like this group project. So Tejas was in it, and then two of our other friends, like Antonia and Stephanie, was in it, and we did like this group project where we were playing like Capcom Marvel versus Capcom 3 in the video. And then but then we also did like live action stuff. So like we were fighting each other and like had like Thor's hammer and claws, Wolverine claws and everything, and
Oh,
that was jokes. But yeah, academics wise, I got better later. But I feel like I was saying, I guess it was 2 podcasts ago. Yes, episode 9, where, but I think I changed my mind. Like you helped me change my mind with it, where I was seeing, maybe I was thinking about it a little bit wrong. Like it was more so like hanging out with people that I love more about the uni stuff. And then some courses where I was like, I really loved it. And then other things I was just doing it just to do it so I could get my degree and go. Right. So
yeah,
it's just
yeah.
like, that's how I felt with it and everything as well too. But well, I guess that ties into what you were just about to bring up now too, like the social stuff, right?
Yeah. Social wise, I think it was like I met a bunch of great people and they're still very
Mm-hmm.
close friends. Today. Obviously with this pandemic, I haven't seen them in the longest time, but I feel like these are like aside from the people I met in high school, these are friends I'm gonna keep for forever,
Yeah.
hopefully,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's so I know we didn't drink in high school. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
about you, I can't speak for you,
No.
but first started drinking like second semester first year.
Mm.
And it turns out that I was either allergic to alcohol, but I could drink a lot of alcohol. So
Allergic?
yeah, so for the first few sessions, we'll call them, I couldn't breathe. Like I would drink after a certain point, I couldn't breathe. It felt like I had a hard time breathing. Um, and this was only at the very beginning. Maybe it's because my body's just not used to it.
Mm.
Like or even at that quantity, because I've never done it before. But it felt like I had a hard time breathing and my face would go really red, but I think that's just any Asian person. Um, and someone said, "Hey, maybe you're allergic to it because this is not normal." And I said, "Oh, okay, cool." But then I think as the years went by, I just got better at it, and I could
Yeah.
like I could breathe now. So I don't think I'm allergic anymore. But I definitely could found out I drank a lot. I could drink a lot, um, which was good and bad thing. Made a lot of bad choices, made a lot of good choices, had a lot of fun.
Mm,
Um, but I think the social side, I think because I met a bunch of people who were they weren't peer pressuring me into doing anything, but
mm,
they were also they supported me. If I died, if I drank too much, they would. I knew I was in safe
mm.
hands, so it kind of made the experience a lot of fun. Um, do you remember going to Waterloo
Yes.
together?
That was in my head
I
to bring up.
just remembered. I just
Yeah,
remembered that
that
we
was my
actually
head.
went.
Yeah, because that's like you're the only person with that I've drinking or drunk the most with. So like that time where we went shot for shot for vodka, because we just randomly went out to a
We went to a
party, right?
party, and I think it was because my friend. We went to Waterloo with one of my friends. Um, so it would have been wait.
We were visiting the twins though, right?
Yeah, but remember we went on the bus
Or
with my
no, not
friend?
visiting both twins, because only one of the twins was like Abby was down there and Brittany came with us. That's what it was, right?
Oh, wait. Did we go another time?
You might have went another time. I only been the once with you.
Oh, we went one time with my other friend Jane. Or maybe
No,
that
Jane
was
was
the
with us.
same
Jane
time.
was with
Oh,
us.
okay,
Jane was
okay.
with
Then
us.
we're
Jane was
thinking
with
about the
us.
same time.
Yeah, Jane was
We're
with us.
thinking about
Yeah.
the same thing. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I think the four of us went down then. That's what it was.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then I remember I was being a bad friend and kind of made you drink.
No
Because
way.
I know you never drank before, but
No, I
I
didn't.
really like pushed I kind of pushed you.
Yeah, you're like, come on, come on. I was like, okay. And we went shot for shot, and I think I said at the time that I was fine, but I realize now that I was probably a little tipsy. So I was
Oh, just a
because I was a
little bit
little,
of
just a
sketch.
little,
Oh,
I was
just a
a
little
little
bit.
like. But my whole thing with drinking is like I'm not against it for other people, but just for me, because I know I have a little bit of a pent up aggression. I'm just worried about that being released when. But then everybody tells me that when I say that, people are like, "You're probably going to be more you, where you're the happy, whatever stuff
Yeah,
when you're
I
drunk."
think you're probably more happy if
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
Plus, I think it also depends on the person you're with. Like, if you're with us, I don't think you'll be angry. Like,
No,
unless we hit you or something. Which I
the
mean,
Dante
then
just goes
it's kind of
crazy.
deserved. Yeah, then it's kind of deserved.
Yeah, I just don't ever.
Yeah, no, I
Because
know you don't drink anymore because it's just not for you. And
yeah,
I respect that. That's fine.
I
I don't.
still yeah,
Yeah, I think I learned that if someone doesn't want to drink, they don't want to drink. I
yeah.
will. I've learned that if someone can't drink, I will drink for them. So that means I get double. It's just what happened. Maybe not these days because I've definitely lost some of that steam. We'll say. But yeah, back then we would play either bear pong or
Just do it. Wait. That was New Year's Eve. That was at your house. New Year's Eve at your house, and we're playing beer pong. And I remember that. I think I sent you that clip because I found it because I still had it on my phone of you yelling,
yeah.
"Just do it."
Yeah, because bear pong is a very mental game. Okay,
Yes.
as much as your physical aspect to it, make draining the shots. It's very mental. You gotta get inside the other person's head. Make them worry about their next shot. Think about
Right.
it. Over calculate. So when you're screaming stuff like that, it just gets them distracted. Maybe my voice sends a vibration. The ball, doesn't go as far. It's just the game, man. It's just the game. But yeah,
Yeah.
usually when I'm playing with a partner and like say you're my partner,
Yeah. Then you drink
and you
for
don't
me.
drink, I'll drink for you. I don't care. And I usually just for me, I don't like beer, so I just take shots half the time, and people think I'm crazy, but it makes me play better. So mental thing. it's a mental thing. Someone's like, oh, we're taking beer, you know, something light. And you see the other guy over there going crazy, drinking shots. You're like, what the hell? That guy is nuts, you know. And then all of a sudden, I'm hitting the shots, and you're like, that guy's really nuts, you know. But yeah, I've had a lot of fun with drinking, but these days it's slowed down. I don't think it's that great, and I think I'd rather have like a more sober time. Maybe like a casual drink would be nice,
Yeah.
but yeah, unless everyone else is going crazy, then I might do it too.
That's it. I feel like maybe one time before I die, maybe just to see how it felt. I don't want to go like blackout drunk though. Like
No,
I don't
no,
want
no.
to miss a night. But like what maybe one time I'll let that happen. But I've said that with other stuff too. But like yeah. But
When we meet up in person, we're gonna
well,
do a drunk
one drunk
podcast.
podcast.
And just see
Yeah,
how it goes. You know, no topic. Just
just
today the
go.
topic is we're drinking. That's it. We're just
And that's the podcast episode that didn't air. Somebody went too far. Well, now you're bringing up like the Shosa stuff and partying stuff, because like you were mentioning, like either this podcast or earlier podcast that we didn't party much, and there was one big party that I went to first year in a university, and I'm gonna hold some things back because I don't want to like say anything for the person because like some of the stuff is kind of embarrassing, so I don't want to say that for them. But it was called Project 18. So a few of our
oh.
friends that we met
Mhm.
in university were turning 18. So they had a party called Project 18. So it was like in Scarborough, and it was like at a condo building. So they had the party area of the
Wait, they were
first
turning
floor.
18?
Yeah, I
Wait.
turned 18 in university.
Oh, no, I know that, but the legal age is 19 in Canada. Are you Sorry,
It was
you
called
must have
Project
misspoke. Project
20. It was
19.
called Project 19.
Project 19. Oh,
It was
you must have
called
just
Project
misspoke.
19. Yes, it was called Project. Nobody was drinking under it. What? Oh
Yeah,
damn! Now I
okay.
really gotta hold back parts of the story. But it was, so it wasn't in first year. It was in second year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That makes
yeah. It was
sense.
in
Yeah.
second year, and it was called Project 19. And we got there early because we took a person's car, right? But only one
Okay.
person had a car to drive, and we got there stupid early. So before a lot of people, like, before a lot of people were there at the party, because cool people get there so early. We weren't even fashionably late like SpongeBob, like at 7:01. We were there at 7, like on the dot or something, and
Yeah.
people didn't start coming until like 8, 9. But the person who drove's plan was, hey, I'm gonna get drunk, so someone else, like either me or another person who could drive, will drive the car back, right? So that was the plan. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, exactly. I'll tell you off air.
Interesting.
I'll tell you off air who it was because you know the person. So, um, so they were having a few drinks and they were having fun, and we were sitting there, and I'm sitting there. I'm just like, I don't drink, I don't party, so I'm sitting there on the side. I'm kind of like, and I was like trying to talk to new people, try to get out there, but I'm still like this.
Yeah.
And the person was getting like drunker and drunker through the night to the point where
I
they
feel like I
go,
already know who it is. Like, you don't
okay,
even have to tell me. I feel like I already know. So
they
I'm just
go,
imagining them in that position, you know?
they go, take me home, motherfucker, take me home. so, so it's like 10 o'clock. It's not even late. It's like 10 o'clock. And then we have to go because that's our ride. So we can't be like, hey, no, we're staying. They weren't feeling good. We have to go. So they're like, take me home. So, so we start going to everybody. Hey, because I think another person too was having a lot of drinks. Another person I didn't know, like I met at the party, and they were like throwing up and rolling around in it and stuff. Like it was getting kind of nuts.
Yeah.
And so we leave at like 10, and apparently our jackets were hiding even more alcohol and stuff when we left. And that car ride home is one of the funniest, like still one of my favorite moments of my life. And I still have that video in my phone. It's like 20 minutes long, and I'll never get rid of it because I don't think I could release it too, because we'll definitely get canceled. But like, it's the funniest on the drive home. It was the funniest thing ever. And I, because I haven't seen that person in a while, but like, if I see them again, I'd probably laugh about that story again too. But that was the only party we went to that we ended up leaving early. So that's how I party. I get there early and I leave early, like a cool person. Yeah. Don't drink. That's how fun I
Damn.
am.
No, I mean you can have fun without drinking.
Yes,
It's
yes, you can. I'm just playing.
you can. I mean, you can pretend to be drunk and just act the way you are. Because I know I've done that, and I've seen some people do that too, where you pretend you're drunk and you just act a certain way.
I did that. I don't remember if I mentioned that story. I did it as a kid where we were given like sparkling apple juice. It was like a family get together, and I was
Oh, you
pretending to
went
be
with it,
drunk.
eh?
Yeah, and I
You
was
just
acting, like all the little things I knew about being drunk as a child. I used everything at that
yeah.
time.
So some of my funnier stories actually involve me being the dumbass. Well, I have a few. I guess I'll have to no, but most of them happen when I'm playing beer pong
Yeah,
because, like I said, it's a mental thing. You just have to psych the other person out.
yeah.
Uh, but I think the funniest thing I've ever done was so Halloween 2016. Um, I had dressed up as Dwight Schrute, uh, you know, from The Office, and I think I was so drunk that I did a dance on the
Yes.
I was just on the couch doing, and if you want to see it, you can see it on my Instagram. It's still there forever. I'm never deleting that. It's for the
It's the
public to
greatest
see.
video ever.
I I don't remember. I don't even. So it was recorded on my phone, and I had no idea. The next day, I looked on my Snapchat, and I'm like, what the hell? I don't remember this happening. But it's just me dancing, and I don't even know what song, but I look at the camera and I say, I don't even remember what I said. It's like,
Well,
if
you got
you ain't here to party, get your
get the
broke ass home or something like that.
You ever
And
seen the light from Glamorous? Fergie Glamorous? If you ain't got no money, get your broke hand home.
all I have
Yeah.
is a bottle of tequila in my hand. I'm just dancing, and apparently I pointed at the camera and said that. But the thing is, the next day I had to go through my videos and stuff. I was like, "Whoa, what the hell is this?" And I died when I watched it. I was like, "This is the funniest shit I've ever seen." Um,
I remember when
man,
you posted that video, I was dying. I can't remember how many times I watched that back, but that was so because it was the dance and then you said the line and you're pointing right at the camera. And it was so
my
good.
face is like so serious too. Like I'm not even laughing. I'm like dead serious. Get the hell out of here. Because it was at my house too. So I was like, "Get the fuck out of here if you're not here to party, man."
I think I wasn't there for that party, right?
No, no, no,
No,
no.
no, I
I
wasn't.
don't.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it was just my friends from university that night, that
Yes.
day. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
another funny story. So I don't know when it began, but we started having Halloween parties at my house.
Mm.
Um, but one, I think this was Halloween too. But one Halloween, we had some people over. Oh, you know what? Back to that one in 2016. That was a fun one because we had so many people there. I think it was like a lot of people from work. I worked at a retail store and we invited them over too.
Mm-hmm.
But we had some two strangers come into our house, and me and my sister were like, "Who are you?" And they're like, "Don't worry, we just walked by and we heard you guys." And they're like, we were like, "Oh, okay." And they're like, "Don't worry, we're just here to party because like, you guys seem like so lit." And that was the funniest, like that was the weirdest moment. I was like, "What the fuck? Why are there two strangers here?" And they were just like, "Yeah, we're just here to like have fun." And it didn't look like they were there to do anything mischievous. It was just they were like, "Damn, this party looks lit," so they just kind of joined. And me and my sister were like, "Oh, okay." And then we just kind of let them do their thing.
Will you let them in the house?
They just
You
walked
didn't
in. We didn't
uncle
even.
you
They
didn't
just walked
pull Uncle
in.
Phil with Jazz and throw them out? What are you doing?
No, we were like, "Oh, okay, whatever. And just have fun then, whatever." And then,
That's how Taken starts, Ricky. I would have to be
well,
Liam Neeson and save you. I would have to be Liam Neeson to save. Like, I have a limited set of skills.
no, there was like what 20 people that I knew and two people that I didn't know, and they were outnumbered no matter what. But this other story, so same thing. I'm drunk out of my head. And other people are just they're occupying the washroom, right?
Mhm.
And I think so. We were just chilling in the living room,
Mhm.
and for then I get a call from my friend. Well, my friend gets a call from my friend who's in the washroom upstairs helping his girlfriend, and they're just saying, "Hey, you should come upstairs. I think someone peed on the floor in the hallway." Oh, my friend who got the call wasn't as drunk as I was, and he's like, "You should probably talk to Ricky about this." So he's like, "You should go upstairs because they think someone peed on the floor." And I was like, I was so out of it. I was like, peed on the floor? Like, are you sure?" So we go upstairs, and I'm like, for whatever reason, I guess I could not see the pee. I could not even see the person that had peed. Um, but I go up and I'm like, oh, it's wet here. And then I was like, well, I'm not dealing with it if it is. So I told my sister to go handle it. Um, and yeah, so apparently they they couldn't hold their pee and they just pissed on the floor in our house. And yeah, it was a huge puddle. The next day, I talked to my friend because I remembered the moment. I was like, "Do you remember this happening?" And they said, "Yeah, man." And I was like, "Oh, I don't even know who did it." And they're like, "What do you mean?" The person was right there, and their pants was like wet. So I completely missed it, and I was like, "Really? They were just standing there?" And he was like, "Yeah, they were there. Pants were they were like wearing white pants, and it was fully wet." And I was like, "Damn, okay, I guess I'm blind or something." That was the weirdest moment that's ever happened to me.
Wait, so you stepped in it?
No, I was like, "Where's it wet?" I touched it
Oh,
with
you
my
look.
hand because I was
Wait.
touching my hand, and I was like, "What the?" First of all, I'm drunk, and I'm like, so
Wait. You said no. I didn't do that, idiot. I touched it with my hand.
my
What?
finger, I was like feeling around, and I'm like, where though? Like, I don't see anything. I'd rather not get a full foot of it, so I'm just like touching around with my finger to see where it's wet. I found it.
You're like, what? What? Stepped in it? No, I touched it with my hand. What are you talking about?
Yeah, the hell, I'm not gonna try to get my whole foot wet. The washrooms are all occupied. What do you mean? When am I gonna wash my foot? But yeah,
Oh,
man, just imagine getting a phone call from upstairs saying, "Hey, yeah, I
yeah.
think someone peed on the floor," and you're just like, you're so out of it. You're just like wasted, and you're like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Clean up in your hallway. Now old man Dante's coming out because I'm like, if I get my own place, man, no parties at my house. I'm not. I can't. I wouldn't be able to handle that.
Oh, just no. I would definitely have a party. Maybe not like to that
You'll have a
extent,
party at my
because
house.
yeah, man, for your birthday surprise party, you just
Right? Again, how did you get in my house? Where were you at? What? How did you?
oh,
What?
you don't know. I have a spare key.
What?
Just a-
There's this episode of Sunny where Frank was trying to befriend this person. And like I was like, "How did you get in my house?" And then they point to the window and he just threw a rock in and like walked in. Yeah, he just broke in. It's like, what? Oh my god. Oh no, I'm dying. That whole beat, like you touching it, is killing me, bro. That really tickled me. I'm just dying,
I
bro.
had to make sure I could. No, like I don't know what it was. Maybe the lighting and the floor, because I couldn't
Yeah.
see where it was wet. So I was like, "What the
Is it?
fuck? What are you talking about?"
Well, no. If it was hardwood, you would have seen it. Like it was
No, it was
carpet.
hardwood, but it was
Oh, it's
no, it was
hardwood. Oh,
hardwood, but it was, I think, because the flooring on the second floor of our house is like yellowish, and the light is more yellowish
oh.
too. So I
Okay.
couldn't see a wet spot at all. I was like, "What are you talking about?" I thought he
And
was
then
just
obviously, and
joking.
if you're kind of tipsy or drunk, then also too, you're like, I know
Yeah,
where
so
to
I
look
was
for.
like literally just feeling around because I'm like, "Where?" And then I found out. I was like, "That's nasty. I'm not dealing with this. Fuck that." So yeah, and but I mean, I would have a party. Maybe not to like a crazy extent, but
Yeah,
something more casual. Maybe in a condo, I could rent out
a party
the
room. Yeah,
party
yeah.
rooms. So just do something crazier there.
But like, I'm not saying that I wouldn't have people over. Like a get together is different for me than a party. Like when I
Oh,
hear
I
the word
don't.
party, that's
Yeah,
where
I
I'm
don't
like,
think I've ever actually been to like a real party where it's like people, just a bunch of people I don't know at all. Because most of the parties that I go to, I know everyone there. It's just
yeah,
friends, like a
yeah,
get together. So I wouldn't say it's like a party where it's like, oh, we're having like all these people here, and I'm just like one person.
hmm,
Everything I do is kind of like, oh, I know everyone who's here. Just like the New Year's party that we had, I would technically consider that a party, even though
yeah,
everyone there is like I invited personally.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
true.
I don't know though. I don't think I would do like a crazy drinking party anymore. I just physically can't handle that. I don't think any of my friends can handle that anymore. But
Yeah,
yeah, I would like to have a get together. But we should definitely do a drinking podcast. I want to see
I want to see that too.
how
Actually,
how we are.
that'd be fun.
It might be the unreleased
Unreleased. Yeah.
Patreon Patreon
Patreon
episode.
exclusive. They said what? I retell that story, that Project 19 party story, and I say everything.
The full released video, uncensored released video.
No, honestly, I think I'd get canceled for that video. I really do. I
I don't
really
know
do.
what you said, but if
No,
you're gonna get
I
canceled,
don't
let's not
know.
release it.
Yeah, no. Because like I don't know why I was listening back to it. Maybe it just popped in my head when I was reminiscing. But yeah, I was listening to a bit of it and I was just like, yeah, we do get kids. It's over. It's done so, bro. It's done so. It's done so. That's it. So when would you say, I guess maybe this is the last thing. When would you say is when we kind of started, I guess it is right after uni, right? Where we kind of
Yeah, I think we just had more
started
time.
hanging out. Yeah, more time than hang out and stuff. Cause like I the job that I have now, I think I started because that would be where I would have been more locked up again, right? Like
Yeah,
schedule wise, where I have to be like, oh, I could do it this. But because like when I was working at South Street, like it wasn't like it was a 9 to 5, like 5 days a week. It was more
yeah,
like
yeah.
sporadic. Um, so yeah, and I was working there like all the way through uni, and then maybe a year after uni, I was just like, I gotta stop. And I'm at the job that I have now. But yeah,
Yeah, no, I think even after uni, it was kind of like the biannual meetup.
yeah,
I think we would meet up at your like around your birthday, or sometime in the
oh
summer, and
yeah,
then holidays. It still felt like it was like more of biannual thing,
yeah,
but I think now that we started the podcast, and once obviously things open up, we're gonna probably be hanging out a little bit more,
yeah, for sure.
just as record. And I think
Sure.
even without just hanging out physically, it's just we've been able to catch up a lot
Yeah,
more recently. We
yeah,
kind of talked more. This podcast we kind of talked about like our social life, our university life, and our academics. But off camera and like when we're not recording, we've actually talked quite a bit about like things that are happening in our lives,
yeah,
um you know people that we know, and just catching up with everything that we've done, work and whatnot.
yeah,
uh yeah, I think probably like earlier this year is when we started really catching up.
yeah, yeah.
um, one of the things that kind of stopped our catch ups too was I stopped playing console games. We used to play games every weekend,
Yeah. So
and
that
now
it, like
that
if you yeah,
yeah, and now that you're playing on the PS5, I'm on PC. We just don't have that one thing to keep us connected. Because I know with my friends from university, we catch up like literally every day because we play games
yeah.
every day. So then
Well,
it's
yeah,
just a great way to catch up. But now we don't have kind of that middle ground, so it's just
yeah.
hard.
Yeah, because like with me, like me, Tejas and Richard, and sometimes Samir when he can, because he could like go through the chat through his phone. Like that's how, like even if we're not playing the same game, you just literally sit there in the chat and then just talk to each other one too, so you could just sit there and then like group chats too and stuff. But like, yeah, that was one of the things. I remember
It's a little
our.
bit better playing on the same game though,
No, yeah,
because
yeah, yeah, for sure.
yeah.
But I remember our Call of Duty days because your rage and
Yeah.
my not wanting to play and being mad that I couldn't kill people, and I don't want to gas up Samir, but Samir being good and Call of Duty. Okay, he was good, whatever. But yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
I
those
found
days.
that Samira was always good at like every game. Like even if it was like
Okay,
the
oh,
first
okay,
few
okay,
times.
oh,
No,
okay.
I'm not even saying like I'm not good at games, but whenever if you tell Samir to play a game that's like new to him, he's
Mhm.
not bad. He's not half bad. He's actually pretty decent. Whereas
Yeah,
if I were to pick up a game, I'm so bad at it. Like it takes me a while to get like better and better.
yeah.
I don't know about you, but
I'm bad. I won't admit I'm bad though. I'll still talk smack like I'm good. That's the thing. Like there's certain games where I'm like decent at, like but like games where I know I'm not good at, I'll still talk smack. But I won't like I've avoided Apex on purpose because like I don't want to just be dying the whole time. But I think we'll end up
oh,
playing
but
that. We'll
I
end up
think
playing it.
you
Yeah,
should play. It doesn't matter if you die because we all die. Like I played with
yeah,
Samir yesterday, and we just it didn't matter if I sucked or he sucked. It doesn't matter. We both suck because we both died. So it's like let's run it back, whatever. So I don't think it's like it's not a game that you can really watch someone else and be like, oh, you suck. It's like, oh, well, you're just put in a bad position. What can you do? You know.
yeah.
So yeah, I think you should play with us, man. It'll be fun. It's just you know what
Well,
I
you
kind
know,
of wished. I wished I recorded videos when we were playing Xbox because I don't know what happened. I just stopped raging because I guess I just stopped caring. But I used to rage hard and it was
yo, son,
so bad.
it was bad, bro. Sometimes you were like, Ricky, are you good, fam? Are you good?
It made
Because
it fun though.
I would get mad because I'd be like, die when I shoot you. Like, why aren't you dying? I'm shooting you in Call of Duty, and then people, but then they could turn around and one shot me. That's what would get me
Yeah.
mad. I hated that stuff, but like, you were next
Yeah, I
level,
was
man.
on another level. I don't rage anymore. Well, I do, but not like to that extent cuz that was bad if I remember. Uh it was
The
really bad.
last
But
game,
it would have been fun
yeah,
to record that, you
yeah.
know?
The last game I rage quit was like completely rage quit where I just stopped playing was Death Stranding, the one where you have to like
Oh,
deliver stuff.
yeah.
there, there was a point where I was a long trek too to get to the mission, right? And I finished the mission, so I'm coming back to the base, and there's this stupid river, and I have all this shit on the back of my character, and he falls in the river, and then everything just starts falling off, and you get like these warning signs, and I picked everything back up. And then I had to still kind of make it over, and it fell again. And I was just like, "I'm done. I'm not doing it. I'm done. I'm done. It's over. I'm not playing this game ever again. I'm done. I'm done." And I was just like, I couldn't, because like that game, it takes a while before you start punching people too. And I actually got to a point where I started punching people, and this mission just wasn't with punching people; it was just a delivery thing. And I was just
Right.
like, I didn't have any of the cool stuff to make it faster, and I just raged out like that. I think it was the maddest I've ever been. I was just like, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah. Yeah, that pissed me off too though. I don't blame you. Like the last
Yeah.
game I played that pissed me off and just completely rage quit was NBA 2K21. I was just like I was so I was playing my career and I'm like, why do I suck so much? Like, I just like, you know what? Forget it. I'm done with this shit. And just got it. I got it for free. I'm just gonna uninstall it. And if in the future I want to play it, I can just reinstall. Whatever. But just not with that shit, man. No, see, it was like so when you're like, oh, it's a timing thing. You know, you if
Yeah,
you
yeah,
get
yeah.
it right, it's good. I time it right. It still missed. I'm like, what the fuck is the point then? What's the point? Just don't include that then, please. Just don't tell me that I got it
I
perfect.
see
Don't
it
tell me
coming
that I
up.
got it.
I see
Like,
it coming up. I see the rage coming up. No, I know I suck in like I'm bad in basketball in real life, and I'm bad in it in 2K. Like I'll never be able to beat my brother Darian. Like he'll just whoop me no matter. Even if I take like the 99 team, like where they put everybody on there, he's still whooping me with like a regular team. I can't do it. I just suck bad. So that one I don't get mad when because I know I suck at that game. Like I can't. I'm
Yeah,
actually
that's.
pretty okay at Madden though.
I've
Madden,
never
I haven't
played
played in a
Madden.
while. Madden's actually like I had fun. I haven't just played them in a while, but Madden I was actually kind of okay at. But maybe I'll play that again eventually. But yeah, I liked Madden. I liked because I liked watching the routes and stuff and then making the right decision, right, with the
Okay,
QB.
yeah.
So like yeah, but yeah, but well yeah, that's been another episode. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, all the good stuff. I don't know why I'm doing this.
What's the question of the day, Dante?
Question of the day is: have you, when somebody told you that there was pee upstairs, did you step in it or did you
No.
touch it with your?
How do you touch your pee, with your finger or your foot? Nah, all right. How about you guys let us know the last game you guys rage quit?
Yes, there we
Okay,
go. That's a good question.
more
Because I really didn't
sensible
have a question.
question.
I didn't really have a question. That popped into my head.
Man,
Yeah, smash that like button and always, guys. I always like trying to figure out how those other YouTubers do it, where they're like hype, they're like hit the notification bell. Da, 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 da. I was just like, I can't get that hype all the time, bro. That's a lot of
yeah, it's a lot
energy.
of energy. Yeah, like
Yeah,
I don't have that much to expend.
exactly. You don't have that much anymore. But yeah. Well, that's been another episode of On the Ledge with Dante and Ricky. I'm Dante.
I'm Ricky. Peace out, guys.
Peace.